Hello everybody. Today we're going to talk about the Ulanzi wireless microphone. It's a budget wireless microphone. I think it's a pretty good option for some people. I'll show you what I think about it and let you decide what you think about it. Comes in this nifty little carry case. Everything's in here. It does not include any wind socks. You'll have to deal with that yourself if you're doing something outside on a windy day. This is a charge case. There's a USB-C port on the bottom. This comes in a couple of versions. One version is for an iPhone and one version is a USB-C. The iPhone version has a lightning port. The thing I like about this is it has a pass-through, so you can plug in your charge cable and your phone at the same time. Then you don't have to worry about your phone going dead. Just a tip, aside from the microphone, if you're using your phone to record with, go on airplane mode first. This receiver plugs directly into the iPhone. It has a lightning port, but it's going to be case dependent. So you may have to make other provisions. This case is it's pretty secure, pretty safe, gives me a lot of protection on the phone, but this won't quite reach in there. Now there's a couple of ways to deal with it. They make extensions for that. This is a lightning to lightning extension, which will allow me to plug directly in. My problem with this is if you're on some kind of a tripod and it falls or you just drop it, that's a lot of leverage on the jack on your phone. Here's another option. This is a short extension cable, and it's lightning to lightning. So you've got your receiver right here, and you've got a little bit of protection if it falls over. Just the same amount you'd have as if you had a normal size cable plugged in. One more option. This is a 4-foot lightning to lightning connector. So I can plug the receiver in right here and plug this end into my phone. Then it's no different than any other cable being plugged in. The receiver's right here. Now I want to show you a couple of things. There are a couple of LEDs on here that indicate your status. There's a lightning port on this side so that you can put your charge cable in here, keep this thing charged up if you're going to make a long video. When the receiver is plugged in, there's a switch right here to turn it on. There's a USB-C connector on this side where you can actually charge this outside the case. So if you're just doing a one-on-one thing, you can plug this back into the case, just use one mic, keep one hot, just plug this one into a USB-C cable and you can charge it directly. This one button is your only function button, and there's one LED. It's a bicolored LED. When you turn this thing on, I don't know if this will pick this up. You hold the button in for a second or two and it'll blink red and green until it sees the receiver. Generally doesn't take it very long. Then you get a solid green light on here and you get a red light on the receiver. Every mode you go through is determined by the clicks on this. It's got 3 stages of noise reduction. One click changes the stages. You have to look at the LED to see what stage it's on. The first stage is no noise reduction, it's just on. You click the button one time and you'll get one blink. Then when you click the button one more time, you'll get 2 blinks. When you get 2 blinks, you're on the second stage of noise reduction. Click the button one more time and you get 3 blinks. That's your third stage of noise reduction. If you double click the button, that's mute. And let me see if I can get it to show up. Okay. When you've got it on mute, then you have a continuously blinking green light. Click it 2 more times and there's a solid green light again, and it's on the last mode that you were on. If you click it 3 times, it goes into a reverb mode. I'll let everybody have their own opinion on whether you like reverb or not, but it's there if you want it. If you don't want it, you don't have to use it. When you turn this off, put it back in the case. Next time you turn it on, it's going to start in the same mode that you left it in. So the only way, in case you forgot where it was, the only way to know is just single click and then you'll get some number of blinks, and then you'll be in sync with where it is. And you can go through the modes. You just toggle continuously through those. You'll go from 3 blinks for third stage of noise reduction. The next click is going to give you just a solid green light. It won't do anything. It'll just give you a solid green light, but you'll hear the click. It's very audible. That's no noise reduction at all. The next click is going to be your first level, and it's 1 blink. 1 click, 2 blinks, 1 click, 3 blinks. That's how you toggle through everything. I know kind of repetitive on that, but there seems to be some confusion on it. That covers most everything, I think. I'm going to go ahead and jump out in the car, give you some real world stuff. I'm going to throw one more thing in here first. This works on noise correlation. So the higher the correlation of noise, the more benefits you're going to get out of this. But as the noise reduction gets more aggressive, then it's going to alter the tone of your voice just a little bit. But in some instances, that's a better option than the noise. What noise this won't deal with is fluctuating noises, wind noises, crinkly paper noises, things like that, babies crying, dogs barking. It will not filter those out. It looks for high correlation in the noise, a steady noise like you would get from a fan or something like that. That's what this is designed for. If you've got other kinds of noises like dogs barking, things like that, really the only way to deal with that is to use some sort of a directional microphone, and you need to get it as close to your face as you can and turn the gain down. That's about your best option for just random noises. High correlation noise, this does a pretty good job. I'm going to use it in my hand when I go for the road test. It's not going to be as effective that way because it's going to be picking up noise from 360 degrees in every direction. It's omnidirectional. If I put it on my jacket, my body filters out all the noise from the back of the car. So it's not going to be as effective in my hand as it would be if it was on my jacket, but I can't see the lights blink. You really need to set this up the way you want it before you go into motion, because counting the clicks, it's like I said, if it was the number of clicks represented the noise reduction, it'd be fine. But 1 click, it toggles through each progressive level of noise reduction. And if you lose track of it, or if you think you clicked it and you didn't, then you're out of sync. You may even have it on mute. Set it up, then put it on. My demonstration is going to not be as good as it could be because I'm going to hold it in my hand the whole time, and that's the only way I can see it to keep track of what I'm making the changes to. I've rambled too long. Let's go get in the car. Hey, today I'm going to check out a microphone set. It's a dual wireless mic set from Ulanzi, and hopefully to get rid of noise in your mobile vlog if that's what you do. So I'm going to plug this microphone in. I've already got it set on 1 level of noise reduction, and we'll see if this makes some improvement. Get this plugged in without crashing. Okay, so we've got the noise reduction turned on. There's 3 levels of noise reduction on this, and one of the things that I like about this, it charges from the case, or you can charge it independently. Uses a USB-C to charge the case or the independent transmitters. On this model, this one is Lightning for the iPhone, and in the end of this, which end is it? In the end of this, there is a Lightning port, so you can use your cable. And as you can see, I've got this on a cable. This will plug directly into your phone depending on your case. My case will not allow it to do that, so I'm using an lightning to lightning extension cable. This is our city noise. You know, there's a reasonable amount of noise in here, and I think that the microphone should be taking a lot of that out. At least that was the hope in buying this. And the current price on this, I think, is like $39.95 $39.96, some weird price like that. We'll just call it $40 because that's really what it is. And for the money, I think it's a really good deal. It has this nifty little carry case, and then both microphones and the receiver fit into this little case. And then there's the charge port on the bottom of it, and it lets you know whether there's an LED there to let you know whether it's charged or not. If you open the lid, it will give you a green indicator to let you know that the case is fully charged. Now, we each have our own microphone. I've got mine. Hello, Sherry.
Hello.
And she has hers. So it's kind of handy thing if you're going to have two people in here. That makes it pretty handy. And I'm going to be on the highway here in just a second. It depends on what the traffic does, but if everybody will go, I'll get up to highway speed and we'll see what it sounds like at highway speed. Okay, we're up at 60 miles an hour, and kind of give you an idea what kind of background noise there is, and that's with both of our microphones still turned on. So I'm going to unplug this and let you hear what it sounds like with just the microphones in the phone. All right, that's what it sounds like with just the microphones in the phone. So let you be the judge of whether you like the audio better through the wireless system or this way. I guess we're supposed to have some snow tomorrow.
50% chance, it says.
Okay.
And then Wednesday is fine, no snow.
Okay.
According to what I was looking at.
Alrighty.
Because I heard something about big blizzard and all that sort of stuff, through the Midwest and
Right.
whatnot. So I looked, and it says 50% chance, high of 34. Wednesday is cloudy, 38. Thursday is partly cloudy, 35. Friday is partly cloudy, 32. Saturday's sunny, 35. Sunday's cloudy, 34. Monday's partly cloudy, 29. Tuesday is sunny, 19. And Wednesday is partly cloudy, 16.
Okay. Well, that sounds all right.
Yeah, cold, but no
Yeah,
snow.
not too bad. Maybe it won't be too bad up in Montana.
Yeah, I don't have that one, sorry.
That's all right. I was just wanting to get you to talk a little bit. I wasn't expecting a weather report, but I got you to talk, so.
Oh, you ass.
Okay, I decided to do the follow-up test by myself because that way I'm only having to change the settings on one microphone at a time. I'm wearing this on my shirt. I'm going to do it in my hand because it's easier to see the little LED. So the green LED is what's going to tell you how much, what level of noise cancellation you're on, and there's one little button on here. You press that button one time, it blinks once, and that's the first level of noise reduction. So I'm going to press the button, and it takes it a little while because it has to analyze the noise to see where the correlation is, and then it'll kick in. So I'm going to click it one more time. All right, there's two clicks, two little blinks of the green LED, and that should be the second level of noise reduction. And I'm going to click it one more time, get through this traffic intersection so I can look back at this for a second. All right, I got 3 blinks out of it, and it'll take a little while. And each time it's going to be a little more aggressive, and it's going to change the tone of your voice, probably take a little more noise out, but it will also be a little more aggressive in the alteration of your voice. And then there's a thing on here, let me go back to, that should be no noise reduction right there. And then there is a thing on here for reverb. If you click the button twice, it mutes it. If you click the button 3 times, it gives you a reverb. that should be on reverb right there. I'm not thinking there's a big market for that, but it might be fun to play with every once in a while. I'm going to turn that back off. Should be 3 clicks to turn it back off. Now it should be back like I was. And there's one level of noise reduction. I'll do that with the... I've got one level of noise reduction right now. I'll give you the reverb with that. Should be reverb again. And there's no real indication that it's doing that. If you put it on mute, it blinks, I think, green and red. I'm going to go back off of reverb. Alright. Now get a look. I did see a little one red light and then back on green, so I assume that's where it is. One more click, and that's 2 levels of noise reduction. And I'm thinking that's, for most people, probably, you know, you're compromised in a noisy situation. It's cold here today. I got the fan is running full tilt on the heater because I just started the car up. It's trying to get the car warmed up. So there's a lot of high correlation noise in here right now. But I'll let you be the judge. You know, you decide whether this is something that's going to be beneficial for you or not for the price. And I've seen it, you know, fluctuate from $30 to $50. We'll just round it off like that. And I'll show you a little acceleration here just to get some acceleration noise in here, which means that the noise is going to be a little bit variable. So that was 0 to 70, and I'm slowing back down because I think 70 is just a smidge over the speed limit here. Anyway, that's I think it's a pretty good deal, but you be the judge. It's something that it's not going to be for everybody because it does change your tone. So if you're an audiophile, I don't think this is going to be it. Other than that, I think Ulanzi is a very good company. The mount that I'm using to hold the phone is made by Ulanzi. I've got it on, I don't know, it's a generic suction cup mount on the windshield, but the actual clamp that the phone is in is made by Ulanzi. That's about all I got, so I'm going to throw a couple of other videos up over here, and you can catch you in one of those, or I'll catch you down the road somewhere. Take care. Thanks for stopping by.